pause the goddamn sheet. I'm not even ready. Alright. Let me see. Hello everybody, my name is Joel Gamer JR. Welcome back to my life on YouTube, guys. Today, guys, let me give myself a coffee. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. It's already done. I'll be right back. Alright. God damn, I forgot to fucking pull the sheet. God damn, I forgot to fucking pull the sheet. Alright, we're moving on to a scary video, guys. Yeah. Turn the motherfucker down. Turn it down. This fucking. Alright. Alright. Hello everybody, my name is Joel Gamer JR. Welcome back to my channel, guys. How you guys doing? Today, guys, we got some scary video. It's not new top 5. I think it's Sir Spook, I think. So we're gonna react. Yep, Sir Spook.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
Oh god, that fucking coffee is stuck everything. But yeah, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button. You know what that means, guys. Let's do it.
Right, with that said, let's begin. This first video we'll be looking at comes to us from a TikTok account known as NativeQueen97 and shows a piece of Ring doorbell footage captured in the middle of the night. In the clip, The homeowner steps outside, seemingly
Hello, how you doing?
to check on something, either near the garbage cans or possibly his car. Everything appears normal at first, but something unsettling is happening right behind him. Watch this.
What? Oh, look at that guy walking. I think I seen that clip. I think on New South 5 or some shit. Something's like walking over there.
Right here, if you pay close attention, a strange figure can be seen moving along the sidewalk. The shape appears pale and somewhat transparent, almost blending into the darkness as it moves. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, it seems to vanish. To some viewers, the way the figure fades out makes it look less like a solid person and more like something not entirely there. Almost like a ghost passing the scene unnoticed. It's also possible
Hello, how you doing?
that what we're seeing is simply another person, with the Ring camera's night processing making them appear washed out or partially transparent. Motion blur and compression can sometimes give the illusion that someone is
That's good, that's good. I hope you're doing good. We're doing some scary video. I don't know you watched some scary video, but I'm doing it for you. So I hope you enjoy.
disappearing when they're actually just moving out of frame. Either way, noticing something like that moving behind you, only to seemingly vanish seconds later, is enough to make anyone uneasy. It's the kind of footage that makes you wonder what might be happening just
Yep. I hope you enjoy it. Some scary. We do some search spook.
outside your view.
Tell me, do you watch some? Do you watch some? Do you like watch like News Top 5, Search Spook? Which one do you watch? Like Search Spook or News Top 5? Let me know.
A man named Jose Miguel Stark posted a video to his TikTok account in May of 2022, showing himself walking through an old hospital somewhere in San Jose at around 6:30 in the morning.
It's always the hospital is this creepy shit. The hospital is the most creepy as fuck. You know how people die in the hospital? It's kind of sad, but it's scary. Being like in the security guard at night. Ooh, I don't know. Then hearing stuff and then like chairs rolling by itself, and you might see like a table like moving. Oh no.
As he moves through the building, the camera slowly pans across hallways and rooms that look somewhat worn down, if not entirely abandoned. It's quiet though, almost too quiet. At one point, before anything visibly happens, faint and unusual voices can be heard echoing through the space,
Fuck no.
adding an extra layer of unease. And then this happens.
What, something move? What is that? Is that a door?
Shit away.
Something moved over there. There was like a door opening. Look.
Right here, a door suddenly swings shut on its own. There's no one visible nearby, and no clear reason for it to move like that. At the same
That looked like a window.
time, a faint white shape appears on the door's window, something
Hello, how you doing?
that briefly resembles a ghostly figure. It's easy to see why some would interpret this as paranormal activity, an unseen presence making noise and interacting with the environment. At the same time, the white figure is likely just a reflection on the glass, possibly from the surroundings or even the camera itself. As for the door, it could have been slightly open, pulled shut by air pressure or passing draft within the building. Even so, hearing unexplained voices, followed by a door closing on its own in a quiet hospital, is enough to make anyone uneasy. Because sometimes it's the build-up that makes the moment feel far more unsettling than it should.
Number 5. let's go on to number 5. Let's see.
A TikTok account known as The Hall Family 2018 posted a video in June of 2023 showing a moment captured by their home security camera late one night. At first, everything looks completely normal. The camera is pointed toward the backyard, showing a quiet garden with nothing unusual happening. But that calm doesn't last for long.
What is that thing? Something random. Oh yeah, that's kind of fucking creepy. Look at that shit. It's floating on the camera. Something was like this. Can you see that? You saw that? You saw something coming from that chair, and it was like floating like that. You saw that? Let me know. You saw that? Look, it's gonna repeat it, Search Boo. It's gonna repeat it for you. Look at that. Watch the chair. Watch the chair. He's gonna repeat it.
Right here,
Right
a
there.
strange, ghostly shape can be seen hovering above the
You see
garden.
that?
The figure appears light in color and almost mist-like as it lingers for
That is fucking weird. Ugh. It's like something looked like a Superman thing doing this. Ugh.
a moment, before suddenly vanishing without a trace. To some, this looks like a spirit briefly revealing
It looks
itself.
like a female. I don't know, man.
Something drifting through the yard before disappearing just as quickly as it arrived. It's also possible that the figure is something more ordinary, like mist or dust.
Look, it's going back and forth. It went over there now.
But the timing of the event shown here is what makes this footage so mysterious. Either way, seeing something silently hover over your garden in the middle of the night is enough to make you start second guessing. Because when something appears and then vanishes without a trace,
That is so weird. Imagine you see that on your security camera. Or your doorbell ring. Yeah, I'm the same. That thing is...
leaves behind more questions than answers.
This fucking ass game. People say, oh, it's stupid. No, that game is a little hard. That commercial. Okay, what's that? Wait, what number was that? 5, 6? Is it 6? I think. I forgot.
On August 14th, 2025,
August? That thing is...
a YouTuber by the name of Space Rue uploaded a video showing himself outside in an undisclosed location somewhere in Russia. In the video, the man
Construction?
scans the sky, clearly focused on something that isn't
There's something floating. Something black up there. What is that? Like a UFO?
immediately visible to the viewer. For the
It's
first
not visible. I see something floating.
part of the clip, it's unclear what exactly he's trying to capture, until suddenly it reveals itself.
It's revealed what? I don't like it. I don't like how it fucking show itself. I don't like the way it show itself. Maybe it don't show itself. Oh, there was like a glass. He have a glass and he pinned the glass into the lens, and there was something floating. That's kind of creepy. That's a UFO. That is so weird. It's right there. That's a UFO. Wait, you didn't see that on TikTok? Like, you didn't see on TikTok that the guy put like a glass on the camera lens, and then there's like something floating in the sky, and then the guy took the thing off, and then he like put it back on again, and then take it off. That looked like, people say, oh, it could be a UFO, like transparent to glass and shit. And after you take it off, you don't see it no more. And that's really, how did they do that with the glass? What kind of glass is it? I forgot. What kind of glass is that? I want to get it so bad, man. Do you would get it? You will get it so you will see that? That'd be awesome. Should put it on and take it off, put it on. It's like above the construction. I think it's the crane, I think. What is that? Yeah, you gotta put it back on, right? You gotta put it back on.
Полная хуйня не работает там, да? Давайте. Вот. Еще пока остались сувенирчики.
My boy, can you zoom in? Cause it's too far away over there, bro. Can you like zoom the lens? What the heck? There we go. See, look here. He heard me.
Пишите.
Right there. You see? I don't know if you guys can see it. That black dot. Let me see if you can pause it. I want to zoom in for you guys. There's something floating. It's like a circle.
На почте.
That's how far you can zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can turn the camera around. But yeah, that's... What is that, a bird? Oh, it's a bird. But this guy, he says he want to turn the camera around, but he can't. Stupid, you got it right. He said... And also, you need to get your car a little bit closer, man. So you can see what it's like a circle. Look, it's moving! That's a UFO. Yeah, 100% UFO, guys. Yeah, it's moving. And the guy took the glass off. And that means now it's... Oh, no. Let me show you guys. Let me see if I can turn the camera on. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. Look at this. I'm gonna... Wait. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys. This fucking chair out of the way. Let me show you. Get my camera. Please don't. Alright, you ready for this? You have to see this. You see that? That right there, you see that? That's a UFO right there. You see that? That thing, look. Watch where it moves. Look at that. Look. You see it moving. What the fuck is that, bruh? That thing... Look, the guy put the glass on the lens, right? Look, let me show you the one with the guy putting the glass on the lens. So look at this, look at this. Let's see if he can get, let's see if he can put the glass on the lens. Watch. You gotta do it? Yeah, look. You gotta put the glass on the lens, right? You have a glass? Watch it.
Сувенирчик. Полная хуйня, не работает там,
It's
да?
right there, you see that?
Вот.
Right there, I don't know if you see, but
Пока остались сувенирчики.
right there, bro.
Пишите.
Right there, you see right there.
На почте.
Look at that motherfucker. That thing is like watching. That is so weird, bro. That is so fucking weird. There you go. I'm gonna put this on the... There we go. Hope don't fall. There we go. But what do you think of that? That is weird, right? That is fucking so weird. There's like a round UFO. There's like a different kind of them. You see that, right? You see it? That's so weird. So make sure I'm not blocking you guys. There we go. That is so fucking weird, bro. It then moves like live.
Он чувствует нахуй.
That is 100% UFO indeed. I got chills right now, damn.
A strange, spherical object appears, but only when viewed through what seems to be a special lens or glass. As he tracks it, the object suddenly flies off at high speed, almost as if it was never there to begin with. Then later...
It looked like that. My mom told me that why do alien stands like why do alien? I told my mom this, and I want you guys to hear this. But my mom told me that why do aliens stands like this, like stand like in the same spot? And she said it's because it's watching everything. It's like watching the earth. And I told my mom that why see we like stand there and we still look at it. What's gonna happen? See we stand looking at it. She says if we stand here and looking at the alien or the UFO, whatever, that thing it can watch from far away because it knows they're being watched by humans. And after they get being watched by humans, they do this and boom, and they like vanish. So I'm assuming my mom told me that they can watch us from far away. It's like from you name it. Like that thing knows that it's being watched, so that's why it moves. Like, oh, the humans are watching us. Let's move.
And the
Getting caught. Yeah, that's kind of weird. And I don't know, but that's really creepy.
video, it happens again.
Yeah, it's creepy. I don't mess around with aliens. They're really creepy, and it's really creepy. Oh, are you sad? You sent me an emoji. But yeah, you don't need to be sad. You're right. You don't need to be sad. I get you. I get you feeling. Is this guy following? This guy is following it. Look at this. Where's it going?
The same sphere can be seen moving rapidly across the sky, far faster than anything you'd expect from a conventional object. The fact that it's only visible through the lens is what makes this especially strange. It gives the impression that whatever this is, isn't meant to be seen with the naked eye. What makes this even more interesting is that sightings of metallic-looking spheres or orb-shaped objects have become increasingly common in recent years. Reports from both civilians and even military personnel describe similar objects, often smooth, reflective spheres with no visible propulsion, appearing all over the world. In fact, orb-shaped UAP are now considered one of the most frequently reported types of sightings, with thousands of cases logged in just the past few years. Some official discussions have even acknowledged that these kinds of objects are being observed globally, yet still remain unexplained. That context makes footage like this feel a little harder to ignore. To some, this looks like a genuine UAP, something operating beyond normal visibility, only revealed through certain equipment. At the same time, it's possible that there's a more mundane explanation. Either way, watching something appear only through a specific lens, and then move at that kind of speed across the sky, is enough to leave you questioning what you just witnessed.
It's UFO. Number 3. Forest Sandman?
Reddit user Whole Negotiation 1843 posted a video to the True Cryptozoology subreddit not too long ago that's been causing quite a stir, and it's not hard to see why. The footage appears to have been filmed years ago on an old camcorder. In it, the person recording is walking through a forest in broad daylight, casually looking around, until they come across something deeply unsettling.
What? A rake? Skinwalker? Bigfoot? What's that? Somebody acting weird in the forest, that's what it is. It's like something.
As the cameraman zooms in, a tall, extremely lanky figure can be seen in the distance. It slowly moves closer, its posture appearing unnatural, almost off in a way that's hard to describe. The longer it stays in frame, the more uncomfortable it becomes. It doesn't move like you'd expect, and there's something about its presence that feels wrong. For those familiar with the cryptid lore, this immediately brings to mind the Wendigo, thin and associated with forests and isolation. At the same time, some believe there's a more grounded explanation. The figure could simply be a person, possibly someone behaving erratically, whose appearance and movements disturbing due to the distance, camera quality, and setting. Either way, whether you're looking at something rooted in folklore, or just a human acting unpredictably in the middle of the woods, it's an encounter that would be terrifying in either case, because when something starts moving toward you out there, you don't really get the luxury of knowing what it is. I think it's safe to say most people would assume that retail stores are some of the safest places you can be when it comes to avoiding anything paranormal. However, this video posted to TikTok by user Artec18 seems to suggest otherwise. In the footage, we follow the uploader as he walks through the store, moving down different aisles while filming. He already seems a bit on edge, but at first it's not entirely clear why. That is, until this happens.
Se está moviendo esa porquería. No te muevas, no te muevas. No.
Did you catch it? Right here, if you look closely, what appears to be a creepy face can be seen peeking out from behind the toilet paper rolls, just barely visible, as if it's watching him from the shelf. And that's not all. A shopping cart nearby also appears to move on its own, slowly shifting without anyone touching it. The uploader then continues exploring the store, and things only get stranger.
Ya no sé si reírme de nervios, reírme por no llorar, ya no sé ni qué hacer. ¿Cómo vamos a sacar la verga?
Out of nowhere, a ball suddenly begins rolling across the floor by itself, moving with no visible cause. Moments like this are often linked to poltergeist activity, small, deliberate movements meant to grab attention. At the same time, there's the chance that this was staged. The face could have been someone hiding behind the shelves, while the cart and ball may have been moved intentionally from out of frame. But once you start noticing everything happening back to back, it becomes harder to brush it off as coincidence. The person who uploaded this video to YouTube claims that the original videographer was simply exploring an abandoned vigil, just wandering around out of curiosity without expecting to encounter anything unusual. They were dead wrong.
Magari. That's pretty cool, that is.
Almost immediately, within just a couple of seconds, a figure can be seen standing in a doorway. It's faint, but clear enough to make out what looks like a human shape, just standing there, watching. The figure, which many describe as a ghostly girl, seems to linger in the background, as if quietly observing everything from a distance. To some, this looks like a classic apparition, a spirit tied to the location, revealing itself only briefly before fading back into the darkness. Of course, there's also the chance this was staged. The figure could simply be a person positioned in the doorway, using lighting and distance to appear more ghost-like on camera. Either way, spotting something standing silently in a doorway in a place like that, even for a second, is enough to completely change the atmosphere. And once you've seen it, every shadow in the building starts to feel a little less empty. And that was 11 scary videos.
Alright, moving on. Here's another one right here.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. TikTok user Music Lover posted this video in June 2025, and according to the description, the footage wasn't even recorded by them. Instead, it was sent to them by their dad, who says it was filmed by caretakers working at the uploader's uncle's shared home. That alone adds a layer of unease. This isn't someone actively filming for social media. It's footage passed along because it genuinely disturbed the people who witnessed it. The uploader explains that their dad believes the video shows the spirit of their grandpa, possibly haunting their uncle. But
Hello, how you doing?
Music Lover doesn't fully agree. They say whatever's happening in the clip feels far too violent to be him. Let's take a look. footage, multiple strange things happen inside the house before the video abruptly ends. Objects move, the atmosphere feels chaotic, and there's a sense that whatever's present isn't just trying to be seen, it's acting out. In the description, Music Lover says that after watching this, they genuinely don't know what to think anymore, describing themselves as completely flabbergasted by the whole situation. So what do you think? Could this really be a deceased family member trying to make contact? Or does the aggressive nature of what we're seeing suggest something else entirely? We may never know for sure, but let me know your theories in the comments. This video was uploaded to YouTube back in December of 2011 by a man named Luther McGill Jr. He explains that he was on his phone using the iChat app, just messing around with some settings when he suddenly heard a strange noise coming from behind him. Now it is worth pointing out that it's a little convenient that he just happened to be filming himself when all of this went down. Most people don't record themselves tweaking phone settings. Still, the timing is what makes this clip so strange. Take a look.
Gateway also offers gift certificates for the year you were last. Save up to 20%. I love you. Here's the
What was it? Shift? Oh.
At around the 20-second mark, you can see one of the kitchen cabinets behind Luther slowly open all by itself. A second later, something suddenly flies out of the cabinet and crashes to the floor, causing Luther to whip his head around in confusion. He stands up to investigate, clearly startled, but the only thing he finds is the object lying on the ground. There's no sign of anyone else in the room, and nothing obvious that explains how it happened. And because this video dates all the way back to 2011, there were never any real updates or explanations afterward. The clip just exists on its own, leaving people to argue about what really happened. So what do you think? A perfectly timed setup, or something unseen rummaging through Luther's cabinets? And if it was a ghost, maybe it was just checking to see if he had any snacks worth stealing. Let me know your theories in the comments. A YouTuber known as Terra Latente posted this video back in March of 2022, and it shows him wandering through what appears to be a hospital late at night and completely alone. Empty hospital hallways are unsettling enough on their own, especially after dark. The uploader moves through different rooms and corridors, seemingly searching for something. For the first part of the video, it feels like nothing's going to happen, and then, in the blink of an eye, it does. At around 1:14, if you look closely, you can make out what looks like a small, ghostly child standing in a doorway. Because the camera pans so quickly, it doesn't seem like the uploader even noticed it at the time. If you slow the footage down significantly, the figure could be explained as a visual illusion, motion blur, shadows, or the camera catching something mid-pan that briefly forms a human shape. At normal speed though, it's hard not to see what looks like a child standing there. And considering the location, it's easy to see why people jump to darker conclusions. Hospitals are places tied to loss and tragedy, so the idea of a child's spirit appearing, even for a split second, hits especially hard. So what do you think this was? A trick of the camera or something genuinely unsettling caught at the worst possible moment? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. A man named Antonio Petrone posted this video to his TikTok account, and it shows him quietly moving through his house late at night, seemingly after hearing something that startled him. As he cautiously walks through the hallway, staying unusually quiet, he turns a corner, and that's where things get genuinely unsettling. Out of nowhere, a children's scooter that was clearly standing completely still suddenly begins to move on its own. It rolls through the hallway and even turns the corner, like someone's guiding it. But when Antonio follows and turns the corner himself, the scooter is just sitting there again, motionless, almost like it never moved at all. The video is short and doesn't offer much context, which honestly makes it creepier. There's no build-up, no explanation, just a child's toy going from perfectly still to moving with purpose, then stopping the second it's approached. If this was staged, it would have required someone hidden out of view to pull it with some string and to then quickly hide. But if Antonio was truly alone, then watching a stationary toy suddenly start moving through the house on its own is the kind of thing that sticks with you. And if you lean toward the paranormal explanation, there's something especially eerie about a child's toy being used when nobody's there. Almost innocent on the surface, but deeply unsettling in practice. So what do you think? A setup we're not seeing, or something unseen taking a late night ride through the house? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Back in January 2011, a YouTuber known as Mr. Snowman uploaded a video where he explains he was home alone in the middle of the day, casually playing Fallout New Vegas. Nothing unusual.
That's like the oldest game, I think. That's like the oldest game, guy.
Until he starts hearing strange noises coming from somewhere else in the house. At first, he brushes it off, but the sounds keep happening. Eventually, he starts wondering out loud if it could be a ghost. So he grabs his camera and begins walking around the house, deciding to actually talk to whatever might be there. He asks if anyone's present. No response. Then he asks a much worse question, whether it intends to hurt him. A second or two later, this happens.
Do you want to hurt me? Okay, yeah, there's definitely something here.
A sudden, loud noise erupts nearby, instantly rattling him. He backs away, clearly shaken, and then notices something happening right in front of him.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely something here. They came from Noah's room. What the shit? You see that? What the? Hey, why are you moving that paper? Why are you moving the newspaper? What the shit? God damn it.
A newspaper lifts up by itself, and shortly after, a bedroom door slowly closes on its own. No one's near it. No explanation in sight. At this point, Snowman moves into another room, maybe thinking distance will help, but if anything, it just gets worse.
What's so special about in here? I think it's in his room. What the? What the? God damn it!
Once again, the
Little boy just slipped.
bedroom door closes by itself, and this time a box is violently thrown to the floor, sending him into full panic. Could this be staged? Possibly. Objects could be pulled with strings, doors notched just out of frame. Early YouTube was full of experiments like this, but what makes the clip unsettling is the timing, especially the reaction immediately after he asks if it will hurt him. It feels like a direct response. If it isn't fake, then this crosses into classic poltergeist territory. Noises, objects moving, doors shutting, escalation once attention is given. To this day, there's never been a real explanation or follow-up. The video just sits there, another early YouTube mystery frozen in time. So what do you think? An old-school hoax, or something answering him back when it shouldn't have? And maybe think twice next time you're home alone, gaming. It's the house a question. This one's short and sweet. The video was uploaded to TikTok by a user known as WTFJBL, and according to the post, it was sent to them by a night shift nurse working at this hospital. The footage shows the nurse slowly panning the camera around the dark, empty hospital late at night. She appears to be completely alone, moving through dim hallways where everything already feels unsettling. And then, this happens. This isn't one of those blink and you miss it moments. The figure is pretty obvious. You can clearly see what looks like a human-shaped presence standing in the hallway. What makes it interesting though is what happens next. The nurse pans the camera away, then pans back again, and the figure is completely gone. No movement, no transition, just there 1 second and absent the next. That sudden disappearance does give the clip a bit of a hoax vibe, especially since the timing feels almost too clean. If someone stepped out of frame, or the moment was staged, this exact camera movement would make it easy to sell the effect. Still, hospitals at night are unsettling places on their own, and seeing a figure standing there, even briefly, is enough to get your heart racing, fake or not. So what do you think this was? A staged scare sent in for attention, or something that didn't stick around long enough to be explained? And if you've ever worked night shifts in a hospital, I'd love to hear if you've seen anything similar. At the very start of this video posted by Ethan Ryder, you can tell something's seriously wrong. His breathing is shaky, his hands are trembling, and he sounds genuinely terrified, like he's bracing himself for whatever's on the other side of the door. When he finally opens it, the first thing standing there is an adorable cat. But that's not what Ethan's afraid of. The real problem is a little farther out.
You know, look up. Cause see this shit. What the? I'm gonna go look over. You know, real quick. Y'all see it? Oh, y'all see that stuff? Is this disappear? Nobody at all. What the? This shit is scary.
Out in the field, you can clearly see a dark, human-shaped figure standing completely still. It doesn't rush him. It doesn't wave or react. It just stands there watching him in silence. The figure remains in place for around 15 to 20 seconds, long enough for the moment to really sink in, and then it slowly retreats out of view. After a moment, Ethan tries to pull himself together and does something I'm not sure most people would have the courage to do. He actually steps outside and walks toward the spot where the figure was standing just moments earlier. And when he gets there, there's nothing. No movement, no sign of anyone. The figure is completely gone, like it was never there to begin with. Could this have been staged? Of course, someone positioned at a distance, stepping away once the camera was rolling. But what makes the clip unsettling is how long the figure stays put and how calm it appears. There's no obvious panic, no sudden movement, just silent observation. And the fact this happens in broad daylight, out in the open, is what really messes with people. Shadow figures are usually associated with dark rooms and nighttime encounters, not open fields where you expect to feel safe. So what do you think Ethan saw out there? A person messing with him from a distance, or something far stranger, watching from the fields in plain sight? Let me know your theories in the comments. Adrian Montenegro posted this video back in June of 2023, and at first glance, it looks completely harmless. It's just him and a few friends hanging out outside, at night, laughing and messing around on some swings. Nothing strange, nothing creepy, and then you notice it.
No bajé los pies.
If you look closely into the background, you can see what appears to be a humanoid figure standing in the darkness. It doesn't just stand there either. It takes a few steps, and then, even worse, it crouches down, like it's trying to stay hidden or lower itself out of sight. That movement is what really changes the feel of this clip. It doesn't look like a trick of the light or a static shape. It looks intentional. What makes it even more unsettling is that nobody filming seems to notice any of this at the time. There's no reaction, no pause, no sudden fear, just normal laughter, completely unaware of what's happening behind them. Imagine watching this back later and realizing your fun night on the swings wasn't nearly as empty as it felt. That something was back there, moving, watching, and then crouching down like it didn't want to be seen. This could of course be a hoax. Someone could have been positioned in the distance and decided to mess with them, stepping forward and crouching once they knew the camera wasn't focused on them. But if it isn't staged, then the idea that a humanoid figure was close enough to move, crouch, and still go unnoticed in the moment is genuinely disturbing. So what do you think this was? Someone playing a cruel joke in the dark, or something far worse quietly observing from the shadows? This next clip from TikTok user The First Sinner is the kind of thing that makes your stomach drop, especially if you've ever worked late shifts alone. The video shows the uploader during the closing hour at a swimming pool. At that point, they're supposed to be completely alone in the building, locking things up in an otherwise empty space. But they aren't alone.
Damn. Yawning.
Peeking out from a door frame in the distance, you can see a person watching the uploader. What immediately stands out is their eyes. They appear completely black, with no visible whites at all. The figure doesn't step fully into view, they just linger there, staring, before slowly retreating back out of sight a few seconds later. That behavior alone is terrifying. It doesn't look like someone who wandered in by accident. It feels deliberate, like they're checking whether the uploader notices them. And those eyes raise another unsettling possibility. There's a well-known urban legend about black-eyed children, figures that appear human, but with pitch-black eyes and deeply disturbing behavior, often showing up in places they shouldn't be. Whether you believe in that legend or not, it's hard not to think about it when you see something like this. Of course, it could still be a real person messing with the employee, someone lurking, hiding behind a door frame, stepping back once they realize they've been noticed. It could also be a hoax. Either way, paranormal or not, this is one of those clips where there's no comforting explanation. Someone or something was there, watching. So what do you think this was? A disturbing human encounter, a setup for the camera, or something straight out of an urban legend? This next video shows a TikTok user inside the halls of an abandoned prison, and it's immediately clear this place has been left to decay. Thick layers of rust and grime coat the walls and bars, and the entire building feels heavy, like it's still holding on to everything that happened there. And almost right away, something deeply unsettling happens.
What the? That's some creepy ass shit. Hold on, I want to see this shit. And nothing. I am.
One of the prison cell doors can be seen opening and closing over and over again on its own. It isn't subtle. It isn't a one-time movement. It's persistent, like something's deliberately interacting with the cell, replaying the same motion again and again. That's what makes this so disturbing. Prisons are places of routine.
Oh, you're back? Welcome back.
Confinement and repetition. Doors opening, doors closing, days blurring together. Watching that cell door move like this feels less like random activity and more like...
No, it's just I was laughing at my stuff right here. I just always trying to yawn so much because I don't know. So I yawn, drinking coffee, and I was like, yeah. So that's why I was laughing.
Something reliving a pattern it was never allowed to escape. If there really is something paranormal here, it's easy to imagine a former
I thought coffee might wake me up, but
inmate still tied to that cell. Someone who never left, even after the prison itself was abandoned. Not raging, not violent, just stuck. So what do you think's happening in the cell? A spirit trapped in the same space it once suffered in, or something else entirely, still haunting the corridors long after everyone else moved on? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This footage was posted by a woman named Jessica Duffy, who shared it to her TikTok account in May of 2021. And right from the start, it
instead of YouTube, it's TikTok now. People are recording stuff on TikTok at night.
feels like this isn't the first strange thing that's happened in this house. At the beginning of the first clip, you can hear one of Jessica's kids casually saying, "I ain't scared of no ghosts."
Yeah, right, kid. You see, like, the kid said, I don't scare no ghosts, but something's gonna happen. That door, I remember this. The door closed by itself.
It almost sounds playful, like they're joking around. But whatever might be in that house doesn't seem to appreciate the trash talk.
Something will not like that. Making fun of the ghosts? Now you scared? Now you scared, huh? Talking trash about the ghosts. Now there you go. That ghost like, oh, you're not scaring me? Okay. You're not scaring me? Let me close the door for you. That's what the ghost did.
Just seconds later, a door suddenly slams shut on its own, sending the kids into instant panic as they scream and scatter. It's a sharp, aggressive movement, not subtle at all, like something's making a point. Then Jessica uploads a second video, showing what starts out as a perfectly normal night inside the house, until it turns into pure nightmare fuel.
Do the doggy kill me. The fuck was that? This Sans girl and the Sans kid. Why are they coming out and you know they're afraid of ghosts? Goddamn.
Well, I go into the house.
that's not good, guys. The fucking, I know what that sound was. That was the fucking fan. It had like, I saw like electricity coming out of the shit. Like it's about to like burn. Like it's about to blow up. Oh shit.
Out of nowhere, the lamp and
It's like
fan
a spark coming out of the fucking fan. Oh, that's not good. The ceiling fan.
short circuit, and you can see wires sparking and exploding inside the fixture. It's violent, sudden, and genuinely dangerous.
Why would you have that fucking ceiling fan lights on anyway? Turn that off, bruh. Where's the battery power for, you know how much electricity?
Together, the two clips feel like escalation. First, the door slam, then something going after the electricity itself. So what do you think's going on here? Is there something in Jessica's house reacting to the kid's bravado? Or is this just a very angry spirit making its presence impossible to ignore? And if that is the case, yeah, this ghost might seriously need some afterlife anger management. And that was 11 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and
The
if you
scream yawn, it will take it away. But yeah.
did, then subscribe for more scary content.
Alright guys. That was some scary, you know, ghosts and UFO because I saw UFO. But this is enjoy the video. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button. Also turn off the bell so you're not missing a more video like this. And also enjoy some scary video, enjoy. And that was on UFO, so but you know what that means, guys. Lots of kids to all of you, heart to all of you, and I love you guys and all my heart. And you know what that means, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Bye bye.